Lakes. We have a beautiful summer day, and my wife and I decided to jump out on Mille Lacs. This is going to be a little different video. Her and I decided to take advantage of the nice weather, and we have around 70-degree water temperature. Today we're just gonna primarily go after smallmouths. You know, Mille Lacs kind of go together hand in hand. I jumped the boat up on plane and headed down the shoreline, and what I'm looking for is on the contour, I'm looking for really subtle changes in the contour lines. Everybody knows there's a huge heap of rocks out on Miramar and out on Garrison and stuff like that, but those are the areas that get pressured quite a bit. Fish tend to get harder to catch. You can see how this is just clean sand, all clean sand, and it's really obvious when the rocks pop out. You'll see them, and we're about to pull up on a spot here shortly that should have a pretty decent amount of rock on it. Whatever mapping you have available, a lot of times isn't perfect, right? When you roll up on a spot and you side image, like for instance right here is a prime example. Here's a little spot of a high spot that has boulders on it, and right here on the map it just shows me really nothing, so I can drop dots on those areas, and you can see the end of that rock, the end of that little rock vein that sticks out. This way is deeper water and the other way is shallower, and you can see that rock. I scrolled back a little too far, but what I want to do is drop a dot right on the end of those, rock points. So we can just come up here, symbol, drop a dot. And then we can see on the map, the mapping's actually fairly accurate on here, but those are the types of areas I'm looking for. So it's just one little thing to kind of look at when you're graphing around, are those areas that don't really look like much, but when you go to side image them, a lot of times they're a lot, like I said, a lot more exaggerated and have a lot more boulder and fish holding structure. And I have my wife, my camera wife with me. Here, hand me the camera. Here's my camera wife. There she is. What's your favorite thing about fishing?
Oh gosh.
I can answer that for you. Probably catching bigger fish than me. So yeah, we're just gonna poke around and try and catch a few smallmouths. The idea was it was supposed to be really calm today. The weather is supposed to lay flat. So this evening we're hoping to maybe get on a little topwater bite. Right now it's a little bit too choppy. Like I said, we're just gonna go down this break, and it's just really doesn't look like a whole lot, but I'm just dropping dots as I go, as I see these rock protrusions that come out of the clean sand. A lot of times those areas are just not as focused on by anglers. Let's try and catch one. First spot. There's a big fish. Try some flukes for now.
Okay.
We'll get up a little shallower, which we are almost. Drag okay. There should be some smallmouths around here. I've seen them.
Oh, I have one following.
You?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was so cool.
Did you see it?
Yes.
That was awesome. There's two. He has a friend.
How did I know you'd be on the board before me?
Come on, friend. There we go.
Hold him up in front of the camera. Let's see him.
Smallmouth bass.
What'd he bite?
White fluke. Which is all messed up now, thanks to him, but
Sweet.
throw him back.
Throw him back. She's on the board.
1-0.
Ah, here we go. The tail of the bait onto the barb of the hook. You got one? Ow! Look at you, they like the white.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, jumper.
Yep. Does he have a buddy? I don't see any.
Oh, come on, bud. There we go. Little guy.
I might have
Just
to get.
a little guy.
I might have to get a white one on.
No, those are for me.
You like the white one? May as well, huh? So these are just the little Gary Yamamoto. These are called D shads. It's just like, you know, there's a million flukes made out there these days. And we have little 3 or 4/0 wide gap. A worm hook would work all right also, but the wide gaps are kind of nice. They just provide a little more hook gap for when one does come up and bite it. But we're just rigging them traditional, good old Texas rig style, weightless. And those are pretty heavily salted, and they have a really nice little action on them. I'm using the same thing, just a little different color. This one's actually called Smallmouth Magic.
Fitting.
Yep, but that's just a little fluke type bait. And we're just pulling them. Reel, pull, or you could just speed reel, stop, speed reel, stop. Either way works, but the back end of that tail just, that whole bait just shimmies super fast. Oh, that was cool. Oh yeah. Not as big as Britta bears, but I got one. They're biting.
Sure are.
Yeah, that's good. That's fun. Can't complain about that. Perfect. It's a super fun way to fish too. I mean, it's one of those things where it's incredibly visual. Every one of them that eats this thing, you pretty much get to witness, so that's always fun. Ooh, that one got it. Yep.
Nice one.
Yeah, that's a big old brute right there. Nice Mille Lacs smallmouth bass. So the fish that I just caught spit that up right there. Look at that. Look at your bait. Put yours there. That's what they like. That is like a little spot tail or some kind of shiner. That's what they're eating, obviously. And that's why we're throwing these. All over. Oh, that was cool. Is it good? Oh, that's a big one. You got a buddy? No buddies.
I don't see any.
That's a big one.
Come here, friend. Nice. On the fluke.
Yeah, you let him go.
Biting tonight.
That was a good bite. Big one? Not bad. Look at the one next to it. 3 of them with it. Let it fall. Oh, he's still there. Oh man, that's a nice one. On the Yozuri popper. That is a pretty one. Yeehaw. That's cool. Here, buddy, so I get my hands on you. I mean, T-boned it. Goodness. Came out of the water to hit that thing. Nice big smallmouth. Dang, that is fun. It is starting to calm down to the point where we had started seeing some of the fish kind of blow up around us. And we've caught a couple on topwater, and Britta just tied up a popper also. I'm gonna put the long lens on. We're getting to some nice light and the conditions are getting pretty good. And we're gonna try and get a few topwater blow-ups. Smallmouths are hitting it pretty decently when you get it around them. So, oh, she got one. See, I should have been rolling instead of yapping.
I was about to tell you to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the long lens on, the 70 to 200, have nice light, and should get some pretty nice smallmouths to blow up. But I'll film this.
I almost told you to look over here because it looks like a good contender.
And Britta and I are both throwing like the Yozuri hardcore poppers.
Looks like he came after it and missed it just a hair.
Yep, sharp hook's got him though.
Yep. Trying to be gentle. There we go.
Throw the bait and the fish to me, if you don't mind. And the fish. Nice.
Fun bite.
It is a fun bite. Anytime you catch the old smallmouth on top, very fun.
Oh, nice. Some of these like are hard to tell.
Some of them were walleyes though, also.
Yeah. That's true. Double.
Double? A double. A double to end the night.
I just want to give it up. Not big, but he's feisty.
You want to pop the hook out?
Oh boy, I don't have a very good grip. Nice work.
As soon as we get around clean rock, there's such a big difference. There's a bunch of scuzzy stuff on some of this rock, as you can see on the underwaters, but it's like as soon as we get around clean rock, that seems to be where the smallmouth are most happy and most abundant. So, no walleyes today. They were very stingy, but the smallmouth were certainly a blast today. Can't ask for a much nicer evening.